Hey, okay, so first of all, I can't thank you enough for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Um, like today has been such a blur, and as my voice goes, I told my mom earlier, I was like, I feel like I haven't done anything. And she says, You have, because today we were clearing out Grandma's apartment. And and that's one of the reasons why I'm over here is because I have some stuff over there. And yeah, I opened my room to kind of help out a little bit. And so just pretty much it's that mindset of I'm not doing anything. I felt this way when Grandpa died, and I had fixed pictures for his funeral, and people had to remind me of that. And it's like, and it's a normal reaction. It really is. And but again, thank you so much for your kind words. It means so much. Um, but I did say that we were going to look at Marina. I I feel like I've said it like 4 or 5 times, and it just never happens. And I apologize for that. But in fact, so Grandma had a bunch of VHS tapes. I've talked about that, like with the Max Fleischer. She had a collection of Max Fleischer and that, and she had a bunch of others that you expect grandmas to have. And one of them was The Little Fox, and I think that particular story is from Hungary. And I'm sorry if I get the country wrong. Um, it's about Vic the Fox. I found it at the collection shop. And, when I found it, like a year ago is when I found it. And I bought it because of the fact that I remember watching it at Grandma's house when we were kids. And Dad transferred it to DVD. And I was watching it today. And I just, like the memories just started coming back. And I just started crying. And then there was something in that cartoon that reminded me, oh yeah, I gotta do that. So, so Grandma's reminding me that she's still reminding me, you gotta be responsible. You said you'd do this. That's how I'm taking it. Because she always did. Oh my gosh. The amount of times when I was a little kid where she was like, well, ugh. She'd get so mad at me. Here's another time. Oh my gosh. I like to think of it that way. Oh, good heavens. So we're going to look at, I don't remember what, oh, that's right. That's right. The the episodes got switched somehow. So the last episode is actually ahead of this one. They will be fixed in the playlist so that they go the right order. So yeah, as I was uploading the last one, I I discovered that because I was looking for the title of it and everything, and that's where I saw that little hiccup. Okay, that's what happened. All right, let's go.
An early morning in Gandor, and Prince Justin's tutor Anselm, who is secretly a good sorcerer, is taking stock of the new day.
Let's see now, what am I going to need? The extracts seem to be running a little low. Let's see about the dry goods. Well, only one blossom left from the blue kissing daffodil.
don't see him smile very often in this
Juice
show.
of the dandelion, bark of the sassafras, and
Fresh minced clams.
ah, fresh minced clams. Huh? Do I need them?
Well, maybe you don't, but I can sure use some for breakfast. Since you're making out the list, put some clams on.
You know better. We don't have breakfast until after the chores are done. Is the basement completely clean yet?
Not yet. There's so much to do, Anselm. You could do it in a minute if you'd use your magic.
Lately, I've tried to tell you that you learn from your labors. That's why you work. It's not a good idea to use magic every day.
You always use it, even for little things.
Well, yes, but
Busted.
I'm sure it's not as often as you think.
Every day, practically every hour. Stingy old magician.
Ridley, that is enough. I'm going to go into the forest and collect the herbs I need. Your job is to make sure the basement's clean by the time I return. Or you don't have to worry about clams for breakfast for a while.
If you ate some breakfast, you wouldn't be so grouchy.
Ah,
What did he just say?
at last, some time to myself.
Hey, wait a minute.
So Ansel is completely denying what Ridley is saying and then immediately does that very thing. Ridley knows. Ridley knows very well. But it's I don't know how many parents did this in the 80s. My parents did this quite a bit. And it was the whole thing of if you don't clean your room, you don't get lunch. So we would have breakfast and then it was you got to clean your room or you don't get. And it was the whole thing of being rewarded kind of a deal and or just responsibility, you know. You need to do this thing because and I know that people now will look at it as they're starving their kids. And it's like, or maybe the kids should just clean their room. No, it's- half the time the parents caved. So my parents did. There were a few times where my parents were, because when I was in middle school, my room got pretty bad. And my parents had pretty much had it. And so they stuck to their guns on it. And I didn't have lunch. And into dinner time, uh, they said, "Is your room clean?" And here I am. I had been sitting on my bed reading a book. And so that whole weekend, it was, yeah, I'd have breakfast and nothing else. And again, you can say what you want, but why not just clean your room? You know, why do you let it get so bad? And yes, mine got pretty bad. I remember when it got to the point I had like a speed bump of junk and everything. It's, it's like my room when you looked in, my bed would be over here and then over here was the closet and everything. But there was like this speed bump right in front of the door. Like it's one thing when you're in grade school, they'll tolerate it, but by the time you're in middle school, eh, yeah, teenage years when you're fighting back, when you're fighting your parents and sneaking out of the house, yeah. Yeah, I remember the speed bump in my room. And mom would say, do you have laundry that needs to be? I don't think so. Yeah, I did. That's what the speed bump was. Oh my gosh. I look back on the kind of person I was, and I'm so glad something changed in me, and that was a life-altering experience. It's weird how that happens sometimes. All right, let's continue.
Hmm?
What do you want me to do with that big pile of junk down there?
Stack it neatly to one side. I'll sort it all out when I return.
It'll be spick and span and ready for breakfast when you get back.
Just make sure you keep your mind on your work, Ridley, and never count your plans until they've hatched.
Anselm. Good morning.
Morning, Your Highness. What are you doing up so early? Did you suddenly need to see the sunrise?
Uh, what about you? You're up early too.
Well, a little walk.
What a lovely idea. Let's go walking with him.
Eh?
I was a little worried. You're late.
Well, now I know. That's why you're up
He
early.
shouldn't have had to question.
Anselm, do you mind if we come along and keep you company? Marina would love it. What do you say?
Oh, well,
Just a minute, you two. First, I've got to get ready.
I would think she'd wait till she's on the beach. Oh, poor Ridley.
I deserve hazard pay.
Yes, you do.
This is a wreck. Cobwebs. Disgusting.
I agree.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well get started. All this dust isn't doing my hay fever any good. There's no reason he couldn't just wave his magic wand and have it all done in a minute.
You know what this reminds me of? Oh, what was the name of that? I think that was called Cold Spell. That episode of Legend of Zelda where they had to clean the castle. And isn't that the one where Link faked being sick? Yeah, he faked having a cold so that he didn't have to I don't remember. Well, now wait a minute. Seems like in DuckTales there was an episode where they had to do like a spring cleaning thing, and yeah, it seems like the Disney Afternoon had an entire thing where every episode had that, and so it could be that a lot of you know it, people have been pointing this out that they always have TV shows, sitcoms, the like. Uh, there will be that scenario, and everybody copies it. Like Perry Mason and Matlock. I used to watch those. I grew up watching them, and I watched them up to the point where, like with Perry Mason, all of a sudden I turned it on, and Rachel Ray was there. What's wrong with you? You threw off my groove. I'll get over it someday. But but like with Perry Mason, you look at a lot of uh the original, not the more recent one, the one with Raymond Burr. But They would have these particular episodes, like one where it had a photographer, one in a circus, one with, I mean, you go down the list of the different types of scenarios that went on, and then you look at Matlock. They had one with a circus, they had one with a photographer. They and this is another one of those things where they had, such as spring cleaning and a masquerade ball. There were a lot of them, a lot of these cartoons that had a masquerade ball. And so, why not? And a lot of the sitcoms would do, sometimes they would cover things that were happening in real life. I know that like Family Matters did it, Full House did it, and those and of course Fresh Prince did it quite a bit, and and that kind of thing. So, but anyway, let's continue. Oh, gee. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that's just what I need. More dust. I'll never get this mess cleaned up. What the? Whoa! What is going on? Oh, look at that!
It's
That's
match.
sparkling dust. That must be it. Now I can do magic.
That's not going to be good.
Anselm, it's certainly beautiful out here, but why are we walking so far?
There are some plants and things I need to collect out here, Justin.
Oh, why do you need them, Ansel?
For major studies in biology and boring stuff.
Sneaky.
That flower, it's flying. Oh,
Marina, wait for me.
Now maybe I can get some things done and have a little peace and quiet. First, cones from the blue spruce. Let's see. There he is. Good. All right, let's see what you have to offer me, my friend. Well, not good enough. Too old.
Anselm,
What? I need some time alone.
we kind of like to be alone too, so I thought I'd go show Marina the meadow.
and we didn't want you to be worried, right?
Ask and you receive.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing important. Now be careful and keep an eye on the time. The potion of change only lasts for an hour. Stay within sight of each other at all times and stay dry. Marina, you don't want to be a fish out of water.
Thanks, Anselm. Don't worry.
Something tells me something's going to happen, and she will be.
You children, be careful. Thanks, out. I have a shopping list to fill. Line up, inspection. Good, very good.
Reminds me of Higgins Figgis.
No, too old and dry. No good. Yes, in the bag. No good. Yes, in the bag. No good.
Back at the sorcerer's cottage, things are also getting done. Hop to it! Chop, chop! Scrubbing? Then wiping? Then dusting? This is how to clean a basement? Whoa! Wait a minute! Not me! I had a bath! This is so easy, maybe I should go into business.
Are we going to see The Sorcerer's Apprentice? That famous cartoon, in Fantasia, that famous moment where Mickey puts on the hat and does the whole thing because he falls asleep and he still has the hat on and he's supposed to clean up. I think that's what we're gonna see. This is one I didn't watch before actually sitting down. So this is a new one for me. And I think that's because even in the Sorcerer's Apprentice, it was an old man, it was an old wizard. I think this is inspired by Sor I think this episode is Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't remember the title of it though. But oh, now I'm excited. I can't wait. Sorcerer's Apprentice is one of my favorites. You know the funny thing? I didn't see the movie with Nicolas Cage. I didn't see a lot of good reviews for that one. Uh, I should probably sit down and watch that. All right, let's keep going.
Out in the meadows, things are much more peaceful. Neither Prince Justin nor Marina has any desire to work at anything just now. Oh! Oh, aren't they beautiful, Justin? Such lovely colors. Here, for you.
Now you be careful and keep your distance from that stream. I don't want you turning into a mermaid on me.
It didn't seem to bother you when I saved your life.
Are you gonna keep score?
Ingrid, now you have to save my life if you want to be even.
Well, I certainly want to be even. It's just a rabbit.
What's a rabbit?
Gotcha! This is a rabbit.
Oh, he's so cute. Look, something's wrong with his foot.
Let's see. Looks like he got it caught in some kind of trap. Trapping's forbidden.
Go get him, Justin.
What are you going to do?
In the forest of Gandor, there's absolutely no hunting allowed at any time.
I wonder if it's
These
Lothar.
It's my responsibility. I have a duty to find them. I don't have any choice.
I knew it. He's gonna leave her.
Right here. I'll be back as soon as I can.
See, there he goes.
Be careful, Justin, please.
That's it. Everything's sparkling. Okay, you can start. Everything's thick and span, so stop now.
I knew it. It's Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I'll have to take that from you. Don't you understand? You're done. I gotta get up. I can't make him stop.
You're not the magician. Poor Ridley. I don't blame him. When I was a kid, like I was saying earlier, if I had magic potion or anything like that, magic dust or whatever, I would have done the same thing. I hated cleaning. Absolutely despised it. Okay, so Ansem told these two, uh, especially told Justin to watch the time, stay together, do what, and what does Justin do? He's like, I have a duty, and it's like, I, we get it, but what about her? Don't you care about her? I, and wasn't it the one we saw last time? That would be the one after this one, which is a little confusing, I know. But wasn't Lothar yeah, he was hunting. And hunting was like illegal. Which was it seems like why was he hunting in his in Justin's kingdom? It was never confirmed. I mean, I would think that Justin seems so bent out of shape because if Lothar is hunting in his own territory. That shouldn't mean anything to Justin. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was never. It's blurred lines. Blurred lines. Blurred territory lines. Okay, let's see what happens to Marina and Ridley.
Go away! Oh, I better find a safe place to put the powder. Whoa! Whoa!
It's just gonna get everywhere now.
Not a bad day today, eh, Orville? Pretty good, I guess, but I wish that rabbit hadn't got away. I was looking forward to stew. Well, we'll just do even better tomorrow. These animals here are too stupid to be scared of us. And so long they don't know what hunters are. We'll teach them. I'm right behind you. That's what worries me, you and that bow. Come on, I told you, that was an
So
accident.
it's hunters.
Poaching is a crime. Huh? You're under arrest for breaking the laws of Gandor. Yeah? Guess again, kid. Come on, let's go. Hey, wait! Come back here!
And that should just about do it. This certainly was a lovely little space of time.
Come back here! Hey, come back, you dirty! No, what are you doing? I've got to catch those two. They're poachers. They're hunting in the forest of Gandor.
Now listen to me, Justin. Forget those two criminals. Forget them and tell me where Marina is.
Right, Marina. Oh, look, Anselm, fire! Marina, that's where she is.
Oh, no, she's over there?
Yes,
Go get her.
about a league.
Well, all right then. We'd better move quickly.
What is it, little one? What? Oh no, fire! Oh no, not there too! No! Not now! I can't change back to a mermaid!
The way it showed, of course, okay. How it showed, um, where she was, she could have just hopped and she would have been at the stream and she would have been okay. But I guess it's for dramatic effect that she's, um, yeah. Because you know that as soon as it pulls away, that where it shows her, she's gonna have to drag herself. Because of course, that's how it's going to be. And that fire moved really fast. Cartoon logged. I don't remember the fire in Bambi moving that quick. It was after her, that's for sure. But yeah, Justin really dropped the ball on this one. I mean, okay, so it wasn't Lothar. It was just a couple of criminals, a couple of poachers in and but even at that, um Justin needs to understand that he can't just go jumping out because what he's wearing doesn't actually scream prince. He's not wearing any official badges or anything like that that says I'm the prince, the cording or anything, cords that dangle from his. No, how are people supposed to know that he's the prince? I'm sorry, but so far I haven't seen anyone who actually knows that he's the prince in his own country. Other than Lothar, but and what's her name? Cecily. Cecily is a whole other deal. Of course she knows. She, boy, does she know. Oh, she wants that ring on her finger, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, Ansem was very he said, watch the time, stay close, all of it. And Justin, I have a duty. Yes, it's to stay with her. You can take care of the poacher thing later. Like, talk to your dad about it. Your dad will go. You and your dad can go and make an official announcement about poaching or something. Because this ain't it. All right, let's see her get out of this. All kinds of problems.
I command you to stop! Oh boy, this isn't what I had in mind! Oh no!
Oh boy.
The meadow's past the clearing over here.
We have to pray that we're in time, and we have to use our heads. Ah!
We're blocked.
Ansel, she's in there. I've got to get her out. Got to.
Justin, over here. Take this direction and go to the stream. The water will give you both a little protection.
Right, Anselm. Wish us luck.
Good luck, son. Ancient magic, bring your power to bear to save these two young people.
I knew it. I knew she was closer before.
Trust that Justin gets here in time.
Marina! Marina!
Justin!
Are you all right?
Yes, but there's not enough water.
Don't worry, Marina. We're gonna make it. Oh no!
It's falling on us!
We've got to believe we'll be all right. Hold on. It missed us, Marina. We'll get out of this all right.
Okay, you have a wizard friend,
But we're not there yet.
or Oh dear. It is the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Leave me alone!
We're blocked in.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This is this is adult me. I know that Justin is supposed to like redeem himself and be the hero and all that after ditching her and all that stuff. But just saying. But given the heat, how much fire there is and the fact that they're surrounded by all that, just that's shot where there was that circle of fire, they'd be dead. Logically, they would have been burnt to a crisp. I- I'm sorry, had to say it. I understand that, magic and all that, but especially what happened earlier. It missed us. Yes, you have a magic friend. It's mentor. And I'm pretty sure he's going to intervene here. Let's see if he does.
We're in deep trouble if we don't find a way out. It's a miracle.
Okay. How is he not connecting the dots here?
Come on, young prince, come out. I can't hold it off for too much longer. Right about now, I could use a drink. Drink, old man. Yes, that's it.
Do your stuff, old man. Yes.
The summer rain is one of nature's blessings, and no one needs to know that magic had anything to do with this downpour.
Sneaky old man.
People hiding.
Anselm!
Ah, that's a good lad. Are you and Marina all right, Your Highness?
Yes, thanks to this rain. It seemed almost deliberate, as if nature saw what was happening and wanted to help out.
Young princes aren't that important. I see Marina's changed back. I did tell you to watch the time, you know.
You can lecture me to your heart's content later, Anselm. Right now, I'm just too tired to listen.
Later then, we'll have a class on listening to your elders.
There. Now off you go, little rabbit. I hope you can find your way home.
What's left of it.
It's been quite a morning. I'd better get Marina back in the water.
Maybe we'll go for another walk sometime, Anselm.
You mean you'd want to go back into the forest again?
Of course, but only if a certain someone is there with me.
I knew that without even asking. And that is exactly what worries me.
Wait until he sees home.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Okay, let me go. Let me go, all right? Come on, you make a point. Oh, Anselm, thank heaven you're here. Help me.
Well, you're all right now, Ridley. Suppose you tell me what happened here.
I was cleaning this basement like I was supposed to, and there was this bag of magic dust.
And I suppose it was just an accident that it happened to spill, eh?
Yes, really. And then everything started going wrong, and I saw that magic is nothing to mess around with. Really honest, I swear.
All right. I believe you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's good then. You must be hungry. Want me to bring you my nice magic clam breakfast?
No, no magic, no magic, no more magic. I'll get my own.
Marina, I'm sorry I put you in that awful situation.
No, Justin. It wasn't your fault, so don't say that.
It was his fault. Tell her. It's- I'm sorry. I know we're 30 seconds to the end, but it was his fault. He jumped out at those poachers. The poachers threw the torch at him, and that's why it went up in flames. If you want to go further back, he ditched her after not listening. I've said about 3 times in this video, he didn't listen to Ansem, who said watch the time and all that stuff, all that. It is his fault. Marina, it was his fault. He saw the wounded bunny and, and ditched you. Don't don't take it away from him. He does it. Oh, it's not your fault. It was. It was his fault that this happened. That you almost got burned alive. Right. Oh my gosh, that you almost became fried fish. It's I wow. What's he telling her? What lies? Okay, let's see the last few seconds.
Anyway, now that you've saved my life, we're even again.
Does that mean I have to go find a way
Yes.
to put my life in danger so you can save me? I'd rather sit and talk.
Not much magic in that.
No more. I don't want any more magic. I don't need any more
He's
magic.
been scarred for life.
No more magic ever. No, please don't do any more magic.
Ridley.
What's wrong with everyday life?
Was it something we said?
And that's the end. The funniest part about that is in the next episode, he's caught up in magic. Really, I guess as long as he's the culprit in it, that's the problem. Otherwise, it's okay. So anyway, I'll have it set up in the playlist so that the episodes are in the right order. Sorry about that for not catching that sooner. Anyway, I'll close up here.